Is happening, and welcome to Photography Talk episode 119. Now, if you're into action cameras, Insta360 has a new camera that might interest you. Now, it's called the ONE RS, and we're going to be discussing that in just a moment. Also in the news this week is DJI's big bad commercial drone, the Matrice 30, and now we've got the scoop on that as well as the specs on that thing. Now, we'll also chat about a new Nikon patent for a sensor with a rolling shutter and a global shutter. Now, will it ever be made? Well, we're going to talk about that. But before we get into this week's news, if you could smash the hell out of that like button, it really would help the channel with the whole YouTube algorithm. That said, my friend, let's get on to this week's headlines. Now, the newest member to the Insta360 family is the ONE RS, which was recently announced as a highly versatile camera for filming sports and other action. Now, in addition to having a new interchangeable camera module, the ONE RS also has a new processor, a larger battery, and an additional microphone. Now, these features, when you think about it, really make a nice upgrade to the ONE R that was released 2 years ago. Now, what's so great about this camera is that it's modular. Now, this means that the lens and the core modules are compatible with the ONE R camera. Likewise, previous lenses can be used with the ONE RS. Now, this is a great option for people that are invested in the Insta360 ecosystem because you can upgrade pieces and parts really as you go, rather than investing in a whole new camera. Now, the ONE RS with the 4K boost lens is available now for just $299. Now, you can also learn more about this awesome little camera by clicking on the link in the description below. DJI has a new commercial grade drone. It's called the Matrice 30, and this thing looks absolutely badass. Now, there's actually two versions of this drone. You have the M30 and then you have the M30T. Now, the M30 has a 48 megapixel half-inch CMOS sensor with up to 16x optical zoom and up to 200x digital zoom. Now, the sensor is paired with a wide-angle camera, a laser rangefinder, and 4K video at 30p. Now, the M30T has all the same features except you get a thermal camera, and you need a thermal camera. Now, these drones also can fly in high winds, heavy rain, and high altitude. Now, that I find very intriguing. The high winds and heavy rain, I'm really curious about how far down the rabbit hole does that go. But in fact, DJI claims that this thing can fly in ice and snow and can withstand temperatures from -4 degrees all the way up to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, best of all, this drone is still small enough to fit in a backpack. And when you think about it, this is a commercial drone, and that's pretty awesome. That's a really cool set of specs for this thing. Now, of course, these drones have a hefty price tag given their capabilities. The M30 is priced at $9,341, while the M30T will set you back $13,341. Now, of course, as before, I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to check out these bad boys. Now, in an effort to provide users with more options, Nikon is developing a shutter with a global and rolling features. Now, a rolling shutter operates by capturing an image in sequence, usually from top to the center to the bottom. Now, a global shutter, on the other hand, can scan the entirety of an image at the same time, thus eliminating the wobble effect that you get when panning from left to right with a camera that has a rolling shutter. Now, the downside to a global shutter is that the noise can be a problem, and they also tend to be a little bit pricier than roller shutters. But if Nikon has its way, this won't be a problem because photographers and videographers could simply choose the shutter type that they want according to the situation that they're shooting. Now, of course, since this is just a patent, there's no guarantee that Nikon will ever produce a hybrid shutter like this, but still, this is exciting, or this would be extremely exciting that they did. And what really excites me about this is when you look at over the course of the last 2-3 years or so forth, and you look at the brands that have been in the news for their mirrorless cameras and what they're doing and so forth, who has it been? Canon and Sony. Nikon has been dealing with its struggles, so it's nice to see we have news coming up with Nikon stepping up the bar and so forth, because think about it. With Canon and Sony, competition is great. They're going at each other. They're trying to get the #1 spot. You know, reintroducing or bringing Nikon back into the mix as a big heavy hitter. As many of you know, I used to be a Nikon shooter for 15 years. I think they have some of the best cameras. And so it'll really be great to see Nikon coming back into or charging back into with some really cool tech. That's what excites me about this. Now let's shift gears here and talk about the goodies that we have this month for our giveaway. We have a 43-inch Neewer 5-in-1 collapsible reflector, a 128 gig SanDisk SD card, and of course the old faithful $100 Adorama gift card. As always, entering the giveaway is really simple. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So get watching some more of the videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register. That should have been 3. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself on the forum. Now, if you happen to register on the site and introduce yourself during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win. But friend, as I keep saying over and over again, swing and by, say hello, post some photos. We would love to see you. And friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on PhotographyTalk or how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck! And one last thing, if you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to head over to PhotographyTalk to sign up for an account. It's free to do so, and it gives you access to literally thousands of photography-related articles on the site, including news articles, articles on camera gear, photography tutorials, and much, much more. So take a moment, sign up for an account, and get access to material that will help you take your best shot. And friend, that is all I have here for you today. As always, it is a treat to get in front of you and provide you with these small little bite-sized news nuggets every single week. And of course, if you found some value, yes, it's that time of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff, and that is oh so valuable to the channel. So if you found some value with this video, go down below, hit that like button. If you're currently not subscribed to the channel, friend, what are you waiting for? We would love to have you part of the family. And last but not least, smash, crush that bell so that you're notified every single time that we come out with a new video. Friends, that's all I have here for you today. So with that said, I'm going to be jumping out of my studio. You get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.